What if we solve the mystery of dark matter? There are over 100 billion Earth-like planets out there in the Milky Way, probably many more. And while so far we haven't found any definitive proof of alien life, some scientists think that this may all change one day when we discover dark matter. But what exactly is dark matter? In today's video, we're going to explore what scientists think dark matter is and how finding it might change everything. So sit back, relax, and join me as we uncover the secrets of dark matter. For decades, scientists have searched for something invisible. Something that doesn't shine, doesn't reflect, and doesn't interact with light. They call it dark matter. Scientists believe that dark matter makes up a whopping 80% of all matter in the universe. That means everything we can see, every star, planet, and galaxy, accounts for only 20% of the matter out there. So what exactly is this mysterious substance? Well, it all started back in the 1930s when a Swiss astronomer named Fritz Zwicky was observing the Coma Cluster, a large group of galaxies around 100 million light-years away. He noticed that the galaxies within the cluster were moving much faster than expected. According to the laws of physics, the visible matter in the galaxies should have slowed them down, but something was clearly missing. There was some sort of gravitational force that was keeping them together, but it wasn't coming from anything they could see. Zwicky hypothesized that there must be some invisible matter in the universe that was providing this extra gravity. He called it dark matter, but it wasn't until decades later that scientists realized just how widespread this phenomenon was. In the 1970s, Vera Rubin and her student Kent Ford were studying the rotation of galaxies. They wanted to find out how fast stars orbit the center of galaxies. And what they found was shocking. The stars were orbiting much faster than they should. Again, according to the laws of physics, the visible matter in the galaxies just didn't have enough mass to keep the stars in their orbit. This meant that there had to be some invisible mass out there. There had to be dark matter. Since then, scientists have collected more and more evidence for the existence of dark matter. For example, they've noticed that galaxies rotate faster than they should. Galaxies spin around a central axis, and the speed at which stars orbit that axis depends on the amount of mass in the galaxy. The more mass, the faster the stars can go before they fly off into outer space. But scientists have found that galaxies are rotating faster than they should given the amount of visible matter they have. This suggests that there must be some dark matter adding extra mass to the galaxies and keeping the stars in their orbit. Another piece of evidence for dark matter comes from studying gravitational lenses. When a massive object distorts the fabric of space-time around it, light passing by that object bends and magnifies. This creates a lensing effect that allows us to see very distant objects that would otherwise be too faint to detect. By studying these gravitational lenses, scientists have been able to map the distribution of matter in the universe. And what they found is that the amount of matter in the universe is much greater than the amount of visible matter we can see. Again, this suggests that there must be some dark matter out there that we can't see, but that makes up a large percentage of the universe. So what exactly is this stuff? Well, no one knows for sure, but scientists have some pretty good ideas. One popular hypothesis is that dark matter is made up of exotic particles that interact very weakly with normal matter. These particles would have mass, but they wouldn't interact with light or any other form of electromagnetic radiation. That's why we can't see them. They're literally invisible. Another hypothesis is that dark matter is actually a modification of our current theories of gravity. According to Einstein's general theory of relativity, massive objects warp the fabric of space-time around them. This warping is what we experience as gravity. But what if dark matter is a modification of this theory? What if gravity works differently on very large scales? This idea is known as modified gravity, or MOG. Proponents of MOG argue that it could explain the observed phenomena attributed to dark matter without the need for any new particles. So which hypothesis is correct? Well, we don't know yet, but scientists are working hard to find out. To detect dark matter directly, Experiments are underway all over the world to find those elusive dark matter particles. Meanwhile, other experiments are testing modified gravity to see if it can explain the same observations that are usually explained by dark matter. But what if we actually do find dark matter? What would that mean for our understanding of the universe? Well, it would mean that we're on the verge of a scientific revolution. You see, dark matter has been one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in physics for decades, and solving it would be a major step forward for our understanding of the universe. Not only would we learn something truly remarkable about the nature of reality, but it would also open up new possibilities for technology. One of the most exciting things about dark matter is that it could potentially be used as a new form of energy. If we could harness the power of dark matter, it could provide us with an almost limitless source of energy. This could solve the world's energy crisis and help us live more sustainably. Additionally, dark matter could also be used to create ultra-fast computers. You see, computers rely on electrical currents to transmit data. But if we could use dark matter to transmit data, we could create computers that operate much faster than anything we have now. This could lead to major advances in fields such as artificial intelligence and quantum computing. And finally, dark matter could also help us bend space and time. One of the predictions of Einstein's theory of general relativity is that massive objects warp the fabric of space-time around them. This is what causes gravity, but what if we could manipulate this effect? If we could control the curvature of space-time, we could create wormholes that allow us to travel to different parts of the universe. We could also create time machines that allow us to travel through time. Now, while this may sound like science fiction, it's actually not that far-fetched. Scientists have already created artificial black holes in laboratories. And if we could control these black holes, we could potentially use them to warp space-time. Of course, there are still many challenges to overcome. We don't even know if dark matter exists. But if it does, it could revolutionize technology and change the world as we know it. Now let's take a step back and consider the philosophical implications of finding dark matter. As humans, we have always been curious about our place in the universe. We've looked up to the stars and wondered if there is intelligent life out there. We've explored the depths of the ocean and discovered incredible creatures that seem straight out of a fantasy world. And now, we're on the verge of discovering dark matter, which could potentially change our understanding of reality. When we discover dark matter, it will not only change science, but it will change us as well. It will change the way we think about the universe and our place in it. It will also change the way we think about ourselves. You see, we are all made of matter. Everything we interact with is made of matter. And now we're about to discover a new form of matter that makes up the vast majority of the universe. It's a humbling thought that we are just a small part of something much larger than ourselves. It reminds us that there is still so much we do and know, and that we should always be open to learning new things. In conclusion, dark matter is one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in physics. But if we were to discover it, it would change everything. It would change the way we understand the universe. It would revolutionize technology, and it would change us as humans. While we don't know what the future holds, one thing is certain: the discovery of dark matter would be a truly remarkable event. So what do you think? Do you believe in dark matter? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, keep looking up.